Penwythnos yma denning parci sila cofio. Yesterday was Armistice Day and, at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, marked 103 years since the guns fell silent in 1918, bringing an end to the horrors of the First World War. Alongside the nations of the Commonwealth, we stood united in remembering the brave men and women of our armed forces who've given their lives in the defence of our country. In a symbol of the esteem with which we regard our fallen, in communities across our island, we have memorials to our local heroes who've made the ultimate sacrifice in the defence of our freedom. This Sunday, Remembrance Day, allows us another opportunity to come together to reflect and to remember. The restrictions in place last year made commemorating Remembrance Day difficult, and I'm delighted that this year there'll be ceremonies in Holyhead, Llangefni, Beaumaris, Amlwch, Rhostryga, and many other sites to remember those heroes, many of whom still have descendants on Anglesey today. Personally, I've always seen this as a hugely important and moving day and have always attended a Remembrance Day event when possible. I've always been impressed by how many of us turn out in all weathers to commemorate our fallen, and I know that Anglesey has always held impressive events. The contribution of our armed forces to our national fight against COVID-19 has been invaluable. Their logistical expertise was integral to the success of our world-leading vaccination programme, and military personnel continue to drive ambulances in Wales in support of our amazing crews of the Welsh Ambulance Service. Throughout my service on the Armed Forces Parliamentary Scheme, I was and continue to be in awe at the professionalism, dedication, courage and patriotism of our servicemen and women. From the trenches of the Western Front to the skies above Iraq and Syria, our armed forces have proved time and again that they are the bravest of the brave. They are the very best of what it means to be British. To those who've given their tomorrow for our today, we can never fully repay the debt we owe them. But on Armistice Day and again on Remembrance Day, we can pause in our lives and remember and honour what they have given for us, and we can stand united in our appreciation for all that our armed forces continue to do for us every day. I will be wearing my poppy with pride and be able to attend a commemorative ceremony on Sunday, or to pause at 11 a.m. to respect our fallen. I'll be taking 2 minutes to think and reflect. We all have a lot to be grateful for. We are fortunate to have such a dedicated and professional military serving our country, and as your Member of Parliament, I would like to pay tribute to the Royal Air Force personnel serving here on our island at RAF Valley, along with all those who work at the station in their support. I send my profound best wishes to the military community, both serving and veterans across our island. And I pay tribute to the Royal British Legion, SAFA and all the other military charities and organisations operating across Ynys Môn and throughout the United Kingdom for the invaluable support they provide to our servicemen and women, our veterans and their families, and for their tireless work over so many years to encourage the nation to remember. I'm delighted the Chancellor has announced UK government funding for a Veterans Commissioner for Wales, who will work to improve the lives and opportunities for Welsh veterans. And I offer the new Commissioner my wholehearted support and will continue to do all that I can to support those who've given so much in safeguarding our freedom. On Remembrance Day, we stop to say thank you. We honour those who are no longer with us, but whose sacrifice and courage will be honoured long after we are gone. I'd like to use this opportunity to update you on the situation relating to the pandemic. Here on Anglesey, we currently have the lowest case rate in Wales and one of the lowest in the UK. However, after all we've been through over the last 19 months, we all know how quickly the situation can change. If you're eligible for a booster, then I urge you to take up the invitation once you're called up. Maintaining our immunity is the key to overcoming the pandemic and to minimising the chances of future restrictions. I know that many of you are eager to get your booster jab, but I must remind everyone to be patient. Our amazing local NHS teams are inviting those eligible in chronological order, and you're reminded to please not contact your GP or the NHS about your booster. You will receive a letter when it's your turn. The teams are currently delivering about 3,000 boosters each day and are on schedule to offer boosters to everyone who's eligible by early December. Our vaccination teams are our first line defence against the virus, but they always need help, and the local health board is continuing to recruit vaccination staff. Permanent and temporary positions are available for registered vaccinators, vaccinator assistants, and vaccinator administrators with full-time, part-time, and bank hours available in clinics across North Wales. People from non-clinical backgrounds are being encouraged to apply for vaccination assistant and administrator roles. No previous experience is required, as comprehensive training will be provided. For information about how to apply, please have a look at my Facebook page or call my office. One of my team will be delighted to help you. Before I go, I want to take this opportunity to remind you that I send out a free monthly e-newsletter. Many of your neighbours will already be receiving it, and I would encourage you to do likewise. You can register for your personal copy on my website or contact my office with your email address and ask to be added. And finally, if you need my help, you can contact me in many ways. You can visit my office in Holyhead, in Stanley Street. You can give me a call, you can email me, or you can visit my website, virginiacrosbie.co.uk. It's been a pleasure to report back to you, and I hope you all have a relaxing, calm and enjoyable weekend. Gobeithio, Georgi Disil Tawel.